Well, hello, Earth signs, and welcome to your Earth Oracles with the Hanged Empress. This week we have a full moon eclipse going through Taurus, and it is closing out our hypermoon eclipse gate that we started at the beginning of the year. We are bringing in and solidifying all of those things that we have been working on throughout this entire year, and it is just a beautiful time. Scorpio season is definitely upon us. It's been raining constantly for the last week. The rivers are rising up. The bridges are starting to get, we're getting close. We're getting close. Not too much has been washed out where I live, but the water's rising. It's a lot of fun, honestly. It's a good time. It's a good time for all of us. I know it seems really crazy, but it's good for you. It is. It's good to know how to fight. It's good to know how to take care of yourself. It's been a wild ride so far. We're not quitting. Not giving up. Not yet. Not now. Not ever. Let's see if we can get us a moon oracle. The card's just gonna let me chat away. Sometimes they do that. Can't get another deck. We're still in Van Edition. Clean up my office as I was away for that last set of reads. A lot of things ended up moving into my office, and now it all has to be organized. That's like 4 cards. We're not taking 4. I'll do 2. Maybe even 3. But 4 is a little excessive, don't we think so? 2. Okay, well, we either have fear blossoming or blossoming fear. Fear. And blossoming. How interesting. It is 11:33. Okay. Just double check those numbers there. And given that, we're going to start with fear. The time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it teaches you something. You must examine whether your fears are old or new, useful or unhelpful. Fear blocks flow. If there is one thing that stops people from fulfilling their dreams or even getting things done that they want done, it is fear. Experiencing fear is built in, a chemical part of the way our brain works to protect us. Emotions such as fear cause the production of a whole raft of body chemicals that gives us the best chance for coping with situations that need our attention to survive. There is a healthy kind of fear, the kind that warns us and keep us out of dangerous situations or stay clear of someone who instinctively makes us wary. However, it would be a rare person who does not have at least one fear that does not serve them, a fear that is unrealistic or untrue, or perhaps based on an outmoded experience of something that is buried so deeply we only see the symptoms rather than the fear itself. Most fears have been formed with positive intent of protection. We need to separate that intention out and deal with it in a more resourceful and less destructive way if we are to create ease and flow in our lives. Fear has many names. Covert ones are envy, jealousy, codependence, procrastination, bullying, people-pleasing, and disconnection. More overt ones are avoidance, fear of failure, or fear of success. There is, however, a kind of antidote to fear, and it is courage. Fear will put up an initial resistance to courage, but it has no real long-term power against it. While we can be fearful and courageous at the same time, and I think courage contains a mighty big dose of fear, We can choose to face the fear and flow through it until we fear less and then eventually become fearless. The process isn't always graceful, it isn't always impressive, because it may be slow and deliberate steps that we take. Taking these steps isn't always easy. It isn't just getting stuck on words. Okay. It isn't always apparent to others, so it should be about us measuring how far we have come, not worrying about what anyone else thinks. Comparison is useless. Courage is powerful no matter what form it takes. Feel the fear and do it anyways. How many of you did I yell at today? Yeah, she's getting tired. One more. Blossoming, the flower moon. Do not give up. You've planned for this. Take no notice of what others think or say about you. Open and rise. Someone around you may be jealous of your success. Mark your victories. In the country in which I live, there really aren't a lot of meadows. The classic kind of gentle rolling open space, often forests and mountains. This kind of space whispers to you, here, rest, lay down, my friend. It's soft. The first true meadow I saw was in Yosemite National Park in the United States. It was early spring and the snows had pretty much stopped and the nature had taken her opportunity. This is a terrible card for me to read like this. I live where there are lots of meadows. I'm next to a meadow right now. It's right over there. I could go hang out in a meadow. Sometimes this book is frustrating for me to read because it does come off like it's my personality or like it's my voice. It's my personality, it's my voice reading these words, but anyways, we're just gonna skip down. All right. There is a time to blossom. We plant seeds, physically and metaphorically, so they will blossom into what we intend. Perhaps the journey has been a long and hard one, but we shouldn't give up, especially if we are close. Fear is usually the thing that prevents flow and blossoming. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of change, fear of what people think. I could go on, and we just did. But know if we can release the useless fears and begin to enjoy our growth and eventual blossoming, it will all be worthwhile. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Fuck the naysayers and people who tell you that you can't. Don't listen to them. You know that it's time for you to blossom. You know you've been growing. You know you've been working. A little bit of healthy fear can push you forward. Put the fear behind you. That's where it belongs because it's made to get you running for your life. Let it get you running and leave it behind you in the dust. We got so much more great things coming our way. My language is deteriorating. It is bedtime. Thank you all so much for coming out for our Earth Oracles. I love doing this and it is so much fun. I hope you all have a fantastic full moon eclipse. We'll see you next time.